Yep. What's up, guys? No countdown today. I didn't feel like putting it up there. I just wanted to get live. I just wanted to get live. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. And no, I did not do the countdown today. I just decided to jump in. I wanted to get live. Some interesting things going on in the bowling world today. So I wanted to jump in today and talk about some of these interesting fun facts that are going on in bowling. See if we can't come to some kind of understanding about what's going on. But welcome everybody as you come in. Red, I see you up there already. Red is always the first one here. I hope everybody can. I hope you can hear me pretty well. To start, I mean, if you can hear me, let me know. That'd be a really, really good thing. Oh man, did a little bit of practicing. AB bowled in a tournament today. I'm glad it all sounds good. How you doing, Red? You good, my brother? I feel like my physical game is getting better, so that's always a bonus. What's up, Oliver? How you doing, my good brother? Welcome back. All right, so I'm glad everybody can hear me. That's definitely a plus. Man, I gotta cut my hair. I'm starting to get more hair than I need. Need to get my MJ on. Hey, I'm glad your game getting better, man. Listen, a little bit of practice go a long way, especially if you practice in the right way. And I hope that me dropping these videos that you guys are requesting and are beneficial to you guys, because you guys ask and you shall receive. Like I told you, especially if you remember, you asked me, I'll get it to you as soon as possible. I don't have no problem going to the alley, getting something in while I'm also getting myself right. So, and then the Thursday league for me is over, which is great because now I can spend more time working with AB and the kids, and then I can also spend more time working on my physical game because I got to worry about bowling. And then the end of August, business starts back up. We're gonna start doing our giveaways and everything. Start being live again, and we're gonna be bowling on Wednesday and Thursday. So Wednesday will be our regular league, and then Thursday will be the sports shot league. So, so the league that I started for the summer, I'm transferring over to the fall. So it'll be it'll be fall and spring. It'll be fall and summer league for sports shot now. So we will actually have one established all year round. So I don't know if you guys have them where you're at, but bowling on a sports shot and on patterns and stuff like that all year round, definitely a bonus. Help get everything ready for nationals. So with that being said, if you're in the chat and you either bowled USBC nationals or you watch Lewis or Luke Rosenthal, where they're talking about potential of USBC banning urethane, put a one in the chat because this is a growing topic. See? So if you heard about it, put a one in the chat and then we can discuss it. Because this is probably when USBC starts sending out emails and surveys like that, that means they're trying to test the temperature. They're trying to gauge the room. They're trying to see that they're trying to figure out if it's going to be too hot or too cold. They're trying to check the temperature. Because I think that they're leaning more towards banning than they're not. But here's where it's messed up at. If you're a league bowler, you should care less. If you are a everyday league bowler, you should care less. What up, Too Tall? You should care less if they're going to ban urethane. If they're not, you should be like, I don't care. And if USB-C asks you, you should be like, I don't care. Doesn't make me any difference. Because here's the thing, right? In league, it doesn't matter. Now, if you are a tournament bowler, urethane can really jack the lanes up. And that I can't stress it enough. If you are a tournament bowler, it makes it difficult. It really does make things difficult if you're a tournament bowler. But here's the thing, right? Using reactive does the same thing, just not to the degree. Here's the deal: if you're gonna ban urethane, is next gonna be reactive? And then are we just gonna be bowling with pearls and some hybrids? I mean, on the pro tour, I get it. On the pro tour, urethane is such a big deal because it creates. See, here's the thing: if you bowl in a tournament where people use urethane, then it's very tricky to get into reactive after that. So that's where I would say for the pros, it matters more than us. Now, if they're going to ban it for USB-C nationals, okay. Question is, am I going to be upset about it? Nope. Because I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I don't like urethane. I don't like it for me, but if somebody on my lane wants to use it, go ahead. I don't care. I'm not going to complain. When I bowled in nationals this past year, people used it on our pair. It didn't bother me. I just understand how to bowl around it. But then it comes to other things like hardness. Okay, Red. They say your thing gets softer over time. Okay. I mean, now I did see a test where a 66 hardness or 62 hardness was against the 78 hardness. And it was a really big deal. Huge deal. Huge deal. Okay, so, but let's look at it from a different standpoint. Right, Red? Follow me in this. If you look at the PBA Tour, Purple Hammer, Black Hammer have a major advantage. It does. Major advantage on tour. But here's the catch. When you're on tour like that, only people in Brunswick can use it. And if you look at, and they're saying that it's such a big disadvantage, right? Only people on Brunswick staff can use that. How many tournaments did you see win last year and this year in the PBA Tour with the 78 hardness Purple Hammer, Black Hammer? How many people did you see win? Go ahead. I'll wait. Now, there is one person I know, Grandpa. So here's my thing, right? If you get rid of urethane, all urethane, 78 hardness, light urethane, which would be Motives polymer. The pitch black is the best by far urethane Storm's ever made. That can't be used anyway. So if they get rid of urethane bowling balls, let me ask you a question. And make sure y'all put the answer in the chat. If they get rid of urethane on the PBA Tour, who beats EJ the next 15 years? Put it in the chat. I'll wait. My wife voted. to ban urethane because there are two ladies in her house shot league the bowl with urethane. Okay, too tall. Let me ask you a question. Did them ladies buy it? I mean, and here's another thing. How old are they too? Because a lot of old school people use urethane because that's what they always use. But who's to say you should or shouldn't buy it? If they buy it, let them use it. What does urethane do? Let's go over that. What does urethane do? Urethane takes the oil from the head and move it down lane, creating carry down. So that means that there's no oil on the head, but there is oil down lane. Now, if you're able to move your feet where there's oil on a lane, you can actually create hole with that. So, but here's the problem. It's it's a complicated thing. Well, here's the catch 22. If you're thinking about taking one of the nationals, you better wait on buying one because if they ban it, it ain't gonna matter. But if USBC is gonna ban it, it'll either be before nationals start in 2026, which is March, or it'll be before the start of 2027 nationals. So, but I'm thinking if they're gonna ban it, it'll be before this March. So maybe January. But again, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. To me it makes no difference. To me it makes zero difference, man. I mean none. Zero. Do some people have an unfair advantage? Sure. Do I think lefties benefit the most? Sure. But I also think that when you're looking at it and they say, well, lefties benefit better, far greater than right handers, you have to look at it, the lane conditions. Isn't it funny how a bowling ball that was made all those years ago to deal with the patterns that they was playing on when they used to push the oil with a broom and a mop is such a major factor in today's game when the oil volume is so high? Because think about this, the oil volume is higher. I mean, they used to have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13 mils of oil on the lane. Now you're playing on sports shot with 31, 36 mils like Cheetah, 36.67 mils. And it's funny that the urethane ball is really good on it. Now, here's the thing. Again, I'll throw on Cheetah, and you guys will see it in the fall league when we're live all the time. I am not throwing urethane. But maybe that's to my detriment. Maybe that's my stupidity, but I'm not throwing urethane, man. I just I don't like the way it come. Well, let's be honest here. I don't throw urethane for two reasons. Number one, I don't like the way it rolls. Number two, I can't really see it because all urethane balls are just plainly one color. And of course, we know I have trouble picking up just one color bowling balls. So what do you guys think? Should in the chat let me know, should they ban urethane or should they just leave it alone? Now, while I'm waiting to hear from you guys in the chat whether or not they should ban urethane, before we finish this conversation, I want you guys to know that the badbadbowling101.com is about to be modified. There's about to be a lot of pictures added, a lot of things added. As soon as it is, I will drop the link so all of you guys can go check it out. Tell me what you think and make sure you're honest with me because that's what we do here is we stay honest. Come on, guys. All you guys in the chat, none of y'all can tell me if y'all think they should ban urethane or not. I know Too Tall said his wife she should ban it because two women use it for no reason. Maybe they need stronger balls. Oliver said, "Don't marry to me. I got my own issues on the left side." Right. Oliver, if you're a left-hander, urethane would probably be your best friend. They should not. Don't bother me. They already used for a while now. Yeah, I mean, Too Tall said, "Don't matter to me. I don't know one." See, here's the thing, right? He said, "I've never used it." Yeah, I use the pitch black. I've done the 300 with the pitch black, but I just I got away from it. As my rev rate got higher, I got away from it. And they say that when your rev rate, as it gets higher and higher and higher, urethane is beneficial. But I just, nah, I'm cool. And if I was going to use a urethane, I'd probably use a tank. I would use a tank. That's what I'm saying, Graham. Just let it be. It's a money grab anyway. I mean, but here's the thing. So here's the thing, though. USBC got their nerve, though. USBC got their nerve. And let's talk about USBC for 2 minutes while they talk about banning something. You got your nerve. So the sanctioning fee used to be $20, now it's $25, right? So what do you get for your sanction fee? If you don't get an honor score, you don't get nothing for your sanction fee. Nothing. Nothing. And now they talking about they want to differentiate ban with this. Come on, man, stop. Now, look, am I a USBC hater? No. I love going to nationals. I plan on getting as many years in until I die. But here's the deal, right? So they even raised the national scores, the prices. Why you want to do that? You declining the members every year, but yet you still trying to drive up stuff? Like, for what? For what? And as soon as the PBA league gets smart and you can be sanctioned with them, and they give you the same ring for 300 and the same thing for your 800 plaque and ring, as soon as they do those things, the PBA league, everybody will be sanctioned through them. If you just a league bowler, right, and you don't go to nationals, and you bowl 25 years, and you never get an honor score, what was it all about? Because USBC don't give you anything back. Other than, maybe I'm wrong. All right, in the chat, guys. That's right, Graham in the building. In the chat, guys, and Graham, this is special for you. What do USBC do for you other than give you your honor scores and put your scores into your system? But what do they actually do, though? What do they do to benefit the average bowler? So your average bowler that averages a 170 to 190, and we all know these guys who never bowled a 300 or an 800. What do they do to benefit that person that person pays them that $25 sanction fee every year? What is it? How does that become beneficial to them? If they don't and they bowl in a rum bucket, they can still bowl in the same building, on the same lanes, against some of the same people. They can still buy the same bowling balls. What's up? What's up, Ethics? How you doing, my good brother? Well, it's good. Nice to see you back. I hope you're getting stronger every day. But seriously, though, and don't get it wrong, this conversation is not me bashing USBC. I'm not bashing them at all. But I'm trying to, I mean, so Graham says, that's it. Just maintain score tracking. Get all my rings and plaques from them. But it's about it. That's what I'm saying, though. If the PBA did a sanction with the same stuff, people would do that. Look, I've been sanctioned and I bowled over 600 pins, 60 pins on my average. I ain't never got a key tag from them for a 200 game, and definitely not 60 pins on my average. Maybe you got that from your city. Maybe you got that from your thing, but I don't know. Getting ready for final surgery on Tuesday. After that, I need a few months to heal up. And then I'm back, baby. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Ethics. I'm excited for you to get back, man. And I hope everything goes well on Tuesday. But seriously though, so Red. So check this out, right? Red, you said you got a key tag for 200 game and 60% of your average. How many years have you been bowling league? This 2-year journey fight with my illness almost over. That's what I'm talking about, man. I'm so excited for you, Ethics. Red, did you hear my question? How many years have you been bowling sanction league? Watch this, guys. Watch this. Come on, Red. How many years you been bowling sanction league? I'm asking for a friend. Watch this, guys. Watch this. Watch me cook. Long time. How many years though? Come on, Red. Give me 10 years, 15 years. How many years? How many years you been bowling in a sanctioned league? Watch me cook. Watch me cook. And USBC can watch this. I'm not scared of them. I don't care because I'm keeping it a buck. I'm trying to show y'all something. I'm trying to show y'all something. Come on, Red. Put in there how many years you've been bowling league. Sanction league. Come on. I'm asking for a friend. So Red has been bowling. We're going to throw a number out there. Let's say 30 years. Red's been bowling in sanction leagues for 30 years. Since he's been a kid, we're going to say 30 years. It may be a little longer, a little less, but this is just going to be our little game. Watch me cook. Ethics, I got you. Give me 1 second. Watch me cook. Y'all ready? Watch me cook. So, 30 years he's been bowling USBC sanction leagues. 30 years. 30 years. 30 years. He's been paying sanction fees for 30 years. They sent him 2 key tags that is worth $3. $3. Again, how does that benefit him? Because they keep in track of his scores? You know that's funny because the bowling alley also keeps track of your said scores also. And it goes into a book that you can ask them for, and you can see your average in that book. And they do it. So I'm confused. So it costs you $25 to have USBC do that when you're bowling alley do it. At the beginning of your league year, go to your counter and ask them, can you see your book average from last year? They will pull out a book and they will show it to you. Guess what? If you believe that, go ahead and press 1 because they can show you it. So they're doing the same job USBC doing. But $25? So, yeah. That's like somebody making you pay car insurance and you don't got a car. That's like them saying, here, pay this car insurance and you ain't got no car. So you like, if I don't got a car, why I got to pay the car insurance? Because we said, see, that's what I'm saying. And then they tell us they want to ban what they want to ban. And come on, man, stop it. Stop. All right, let's see here. Hey, I can't wait for you to wear that bad bowling jersey, man. It's been a while. You're Moses big kid. I'm with Coach. To me, I'm a 170 average. Never bowled a 300 or 800. Yeah, right. That's my whole. That's your whole point. You listen. You're a 170 average bowler, too tall, but you are getting better every day. And I know that you're going to get you an honor score. But until you do, every year you bowling, the prices is going up. Because, and here's the thing. You think it's costing USBC more money for them to put the numbers in like they did the year before? Listen, I don't know. But the sanction fee going up pretty soon. In 5 years, sanction fee going to be $50 to put your numbers in to the system when the bowling alley has it in a book. I mean, that's what I'm saying. What the benefits, there needs to be some kind of benefit to it. Hey, I don't want no refrigerator for my Mac. I don't want no magnet for my refrigerator. My wife got enough stuff on that thing to make it look like it do. I don't want that extra stuff. No need. And now listen, guys, don't get me wrong. I'm not bashing USB-C. But what I'm saying is I'm starting to ask questions like, okay, how is this beneficial? Are you telling me that with all the bowlers in America, if all of us pay $5, that's not enough money to enter some numbers into the computer? I mean, we can't pay $10, and then if we get an honor score, you can send us a ring. But here's the crazy part about the ring: you pay for it anyway. My 800 ring, I pay for it. All right, so look. So just so I'm clear, though, we couldn't pay less money. And don't get it twisted. I don't care about the money. That's not my point. My point is that they couldn't do what they're doing for less. Why the increase? How does that benefit you and I? And they can't be like, oh, well, we use this money for USB-C nationals. No, thank you. Because we went from paying what, 230 to 265 or 285 or 265. So we're paying for that. We're paying for that bowling. So if they're not using it for that, so I guess they're using it to determine for us what balls are good to use and what balls isn't. I mean, today was the last day of USB-C nationals. So, bro, I'm still paying for my wedding ring. Every time I got my lawnmower in my drive store. Man, listen, dog. This stuff is nuts. I don't want legal USB-C things. I'll sub, but that's it. Not a fan of house shots. These my real rate. Yeah, Graham, I'm starting to feel the same way, man. Because no matter how left I get, I can still. It's man. Listen, I'm starting to really not be a fan of a house shot, but I'll keep bowling on one to bowl on Wednesday nights with the fellas. I will, but that's also why I created this sports shot on Thursdays, so I can keep my game where I want it to be, and keep developing it also. AB lost in the semifinals today. She's got to learn how to win. Learn how to win means she's got to learn how to win here. She can't let little things, trivial things bother her. Missing a spare, it just happens. You can't let that bother you. Going 4 frames or 5 frames without throwing a strike, you can't let that bother you. You got to stay here. The next shot. You need, and here's the thing, right? I told her you need to be taking notes. 3 shots ago, when you hit this board, what did the ball do? 2 shots ago, what did it do when you did the other one? That's information. Information is how you can make the best possible decisions on adjustments. If you do not do that, well, you got to blame yourself. I take meticulous notes. But I also have a bad habit of when it's like summer league, I have a bad habit of trying to figure out what the ball can and can't do, and what the shot can and can't do, and what the shot will allow me to do. That way I can notate it and figure it out for the next game. So I'm nuts like that, I guess. All right, Ethics, you go ahead and do that, man. Hey, tell the fam we said hello, and good luck on Tuesday. So I'm just trying to figure out USB-C, man. I'm trying to figure out what the play is here. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to figure out what the play is because I'm not exactly understanding it. Do I think your thing should be banned? No, I I mean, I think that 78 hardness rule. Why make the 78 hardness rule if you're just gonna ban it? But no, I mean, yeah. Why make the 78 hardness rule if you're gonna ban it? And if you ban it, so here, and this is what's funny, right? So check this out. They're going to hurt their USBC makes us pay for those, and then they're going to turn around and they're going to ban something. And if they ban urethane, everybody with a purple hammer, pitch black, all those, now they got to go buy something different. Now, here's the kicker. Everybody who's a tournament bowler who went out and bought a 78 hardness, you know, the IQ 78 or the purple hammer, all them people out their money too, because now their balls can't be used anymore. Because then it's banned from league and everything. So now these people wasted all their money. Is USBC going to send them a new ball or give them back their money? I'm keeping it real. I'm asking for a friend. Is USBC going to send all these people a check for the balls that they can no longer use? Because here's the funny part. USBC going to ban them? Well, that's funny because wasn't these same balls on the USBC approved list? Because if we go and we look, they on the approved list. So because you had them on the approved list, they advertised them, they sold them, but now you want to come back and be like, your money gone. Really? Because last time I checked, fellas, they ain't free. They ain't free. So between buying the ball, paying for your drill, your slugs, your grip, all that crap, you drop $290, $300. So that money just gone. Swipe left. No, for real. So that money gone. Just swipe left. So the reality is that money gone now? Because USBC says so? So not only are they taking your league sanctioning money out your pocket, now they want to dig into your pocket even further. But see, here's the funny part. Because now you got to really think. They taking even more money out your pocket because now you got to replace that part of your bag. So you pay your $25 sanction fee. You did already busted $300 on one of those balls. And if you unfortunate enough and you got 2 or 3 of them, then you got $900 invested. But now you got to go out and spend more money, right? Now you got to go out and spend more money to put them balls back in your bag. So now you owe $1,800 because USBC says so. Now, don't get it twisted and think that there's going to be not somebody in your league who's going to be like, oh, he can't use that and protesting, and they're going to let you use it because it's on the ban list. You see what I'm saying? So nah, man, when you look at it in totality, I mean, let's keep it a buck. Everybody know me. I got 3, 4, 5 balls in these bags, right? So when you have all these bags, all these balls in your bag, like me, thank God I don't have a lot of urethanes in there. But I need you to understand this. If I got, because I do have a purple hammer. So say I got the purple hammer, 78U, and the black. I got to replace all them. I pay $300 each ball because remember, I pay for all my equipment. Nobody gives it to me for free. I pay Bad Bowling pays for I pay for everything for this. Every ball review you ever see on my channel, that's me. So check this out, right? So now I'm out of $300 each ball, so that's $900. But then I got to replace those 3 balls. That's another $900. So that's USBC hitting me in my pocket for $1,800. And who do you think a USBC thinking about this? Because they costing other people money. They ain't paying for this. They're not sending you a check. They're not sending me a check and everybody a check talking about, hey, we banned this, but here you go. So check this out. You remember the Phase 4? Baddest phase ball they ever made. Just by far the best. The root beer smelling one. They waited till everybody and their mama bought one of them. Remember that? And then they banned it. Everybody had one. I'm talking everybody had it. They banned it. And then what did they do when they banned it? They say it's banned in competition, but in league it's up to your league secretary. Well, nobody gonna let you use it because it's banned. They didn't think about all the thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people that bought that. Now you're telling me that USBC ain't got nobody to sit there and be like, well, wait a minute, we costing people a lot of money here. I mean, we already getting a free $25 per league bowler. You get what I'm saying? There are definitely a lot free for sure. I understand. That's why they keep bringing this all back up after changing the rules already. Right. That's the thing, Craze. They did just change the rule. If you recall, they just changed the rule to 78 hardness, and now, like what? Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the thing, though, Oliver. When they banned these other balls, there was a reason, like the hardness level or something. But the 78U, the purple hammer, the black hammer, they're not testing bad in hardness. They're wanting to do it because they're saying it's an unfair advantage in competition. Okay. But here's my point. And this is a great point I'm going to make. And I need y'all to understand this because we'll get back to the money that they're not caring about the people. Do you think, so they say that a high rev rate, somebody in the 450s and up, or 400s and up, use a purple hammer, and somebody with a rev rate of 190 to 200 is at a disadvantage. Okay, fair enough. Do you think that same person with a 190, 200 rev rate is at a disadvantage against somebody with a 450 rev rate on a sports shot? And it's solid? They still at the same disadvantage. I'm sorry, they are. You put me and one of my boys on a sports shot, Tony and them. They got to play a very particular small window. I have a lot of room for error. I can play from the boundary or I can get all the way inside and shape it. So they're still at the disadvantage. What are you going to do? Ban solids too and put everybody in pearls? I mean, where does it end? Where does it end? And here's the thing, right? I don't like nobody digging in my pocket. But that's exactly what this move would be, digging in my pocket. Not mine per se, because again, I'm not using urethane anyway. But if I decide right now to order 3, then that should be my preference. And for all the people that have them, for anybody in this chat that's got a urethane bowling ball, I hate to tell y'all this. If they ban it, you got to replace the ball. They're not going to give you credit. You're just stuck. That's a good point. Cost of equipment is already very, yep. No, but banning made it all worse. And that's the point. I don't get it, though. You already heard the NBA complain they at a disadvantage because they can't shoot. No, they just get better. I don't get it. No, but you're right. But here's the thing, though. USB think they got an answer because apparently people are saying Nationals is at a disadvantage. I don't know. I don't think somebody at Nationals did better than me because they had a urethane. I think they did better than me because they just bowl better than me. Facts. In singles, I shot 622. Right? I don't think somebody that bowled 740 bowled better than me because they had a urethane. I think they bowled better than me because they just bowled better than me. Now, If I want to make excuses, fine. But guess what? What's going to be your excuse next year if they ban your thing? And you still finishing 70th place. What are you going to do? 170th place. What are you going to do? USB-C. They was better than me because they used a solid. What did you use? A solid, but their rev rate was higher. I almost bought your thing last year. My pro shop talked me out of it. Said I don't need one. Listen, man, if you're bowling in competition, your thing can be very beneficial. It really can. I'm just not a your thing kind of guy. And like I said, I even thrown a 300 with the pitch black. Matter of fact, the very first video I ever did on this YouTube channel, if you scroll all the way back, and there's a bunch of videos, you'll see it. The very first video I ever did, we was live, and I shot at 300 live. The very first video I shot live. Shot 300 with a pitch black. So I'm not for them. I'm not against them. LT said at Nationals, it's hard to cut a line by myself on the right side team, so can't cut a what? On the RT side, the right side, teams can cut a burn. Maybe I should get myself a hammer. Oh, you mean burn a line for your team? Yeah, you can. You can burn a line. See, but Oliver, there's more to just burning a line than burning a line, bro. There's more to it than that. See, that's the problem you got to understand. There's more to that than that. Like, all you got to know how you're burning the line. You know what I mean? And then one of y'all supposed to be throwing a straight ball straight up a couple times to create hold. But yes, if you work as a team, you can, sure. But here's the problem. If you're on the left side, you're by yourself out there. It's very rare that you have 4 or 5 lefties on one team. So yeah, a lefty, you're on an island. But here's the catch-22, Oliver. You ready for this? Name the last lefty to win USBC Nationals. And that includes using urethane. So who has the advantage? Right-handers with urethane? Okay, fine. You don't think the right-handers will have the same advantage burning a line with solids cut all the way down to 350 or 320 or 180 in practice burning a line? You don't think the right-handers will have the same advantage with solids that people can use urethane with? If you don't think so, you're killing yourself. You're absolutely – the USBC is delirious. You know another thing USBC ain't thinking about? Equipment gets better every single year. What up, fam? Man, Larry, what's good, my good brother? What's good? Right. But here's the thing, right? You think banning urethane is going to help a lefty? I mean, urethane is stronger than a solid is. As a lefty, you should you at Nationals, man. I would take that bad boy down to 320 and stroke that thing up the lane, man. That's what I would do. And I am a lefty. I just bull right. So Nationals bring up a question for me. How would I, for instance, play the team pattern if I don't have a urethane? Too tall, you're right-handed. How would you play it? Easy. You and your teammates put surface on a ball that you're not planning on using. Y'all take it down to 180 if you can. And y'all run the sucker right up 5. Everybody. On both pairs. Y'all, both y'all teams, y'all run that sucker straight up 5. Y'all just keep running straight up 5 for y'all first 3 or 4 minutes. Everybody, first couple shots, 120 servers, everybody running straight up. Well, I would probably say a 5, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Run it straight up there. And then you guys are creating what's called a bounce spot. So then when y'all shaping it, y'all get it out to that little spot, it'll catch the friction and go back. What you'll do is you'll eliminate the out of bounds. And when you eliminate the out of bounds, it can create a nice scoring pace for you and your team. That's a smart way of doing it. Unless you go with guys like me, everybody want to do what they want to do, and nobody wants to listen and be on the team. And then you get a whole bunch of people shooting really bad. No, the ball don't matter. Any solid. I don't care what it is. I'm good. Just came for dinner with the family. Now I'm chilling with my bad bowl. That's what I like to hear, Larry. That's what I like to hear. And I hope y'all had a great dinner. So listen, guys. What you can do with a urethane, you can do with a solid. Urethane is just reads earlier than a solid does. That's all. But if you put the right amount of service on it, man, you guys and you work as a team. I promise you this. You guys can score. That's the goal, though. You need 5 people 10, technically, if you have 2 teams. You need a team that was willing to work together. And if you happen to take 2 teams, that's even better because if y'all all willing to work together, 2 teams, you can create a phenomenal scoring pace. But you got to be willing to work together. And that's the problem, man. Everybody, my game is different than his game. Well, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. Absolute idiot. But again, USBC is doing something that, do I agree with it? No. But here's the catch. Do I care if they ban urethane? No. Do I care if they keep it? No. I just don't like them making decisions for people's pocket like that. Because again, if you go ban urethane, what's to stop them from banning solids or pearls next? Here's a funny thing. You ready for this? Do you think EJ is going to get worse if he can't use a tank? Because if you think EJ is going to get worse with a tank, go back to last year and watch those tournaments. There was a tournament during the Animal Pattern Series where EJ Tackett was the 5th seed and everybody else was lefty. He was the only right-hander. He took a pearl out of his bag, the Max Trill Pearl, hit that baby with laser surface. I'm talking he had to have 300 on there, something. And in practice, he burnt that lane up on the outside. And he whooped everybody with ease in a whole tournament. If you don't believe me, go back last season and watch it. You'll see what I'm talking about. You think he need urethane? No, he don't. No, look, and you take these top touring pros. No, they don't. If they rev rage 450 and above, they'll be just fine. But that's the difference between the pros and everybody else. Well, you're putting my team together. But I'll tell you, I can follow the plan. Practicing playing up 5, up 8, up 10. That's good. That's good, Too Tall. That's real good. Speaking of that, Too Tall, I got to send you some information in Discord because I don't think I got your number. So, yeah, I got to send you some Nationals information. But, yeah, guys, that's the thing that you guys got to look at. Like, when USBC making this, who are they making it to benefit? And if they're going to make a ban just for USBC Nationals, that's stupid, too. Because, again, okay, I will send you, Oliver. I'll send both of y'all this evening, what y'all need to do because I'm trying to book these right now, and it looks like the end of April is when we're gonna go because Believe it or not, guys, this is gonna sound crazy. Nationals is already booked every in June and July are all the days are booked, and there's only a couple days in May left, but there's no times in May where you can take two teams. So it looks like the end of April, which is fine with me. It ain't too hot. It ain't too cold. Give me this spoon. Aha! So I'll send y'all the information. Y'all can make a decision predicated on the information I'll send. But listen though, go back last year's tournaments, doing the animal patterns. I don't remember which one it was, but you'll see the one EJ made the finals for because he only made it. Yeah, he used the Max Trill Pearl against all lefties. Put mad surface on it and lit him up. Lit him up like a light bulb. Lit him up like a light bulb. To pros it, I don't think is going to make the big. See, but then you got guys like JR, and JR is my guy. I mean, he's probably he seems like one of the best people you could ever meet. But JR is like your thing creates a mad scoring difference between them. I'm gonna tell you what. Go ahead and let them ban your thing. And JR still not making no shows. Because JR game, as much as I enjoy watching him bowl, and I do, he lacks the power that the top touring pros have. He just it doesn't appear to be part of his physical game. Now, could I be wrong? Sure, but I don't think I am. And I don't think eliminating urethane out of the program is going to make the top pros come closer to the bottom pros. I don't think that that's going to be the case. I just don't. I think it's actually going to separate him even further. Here's why. Because I think like Jacob Buttridge, you take the black hammer out of his hand, and it's going to be even further. That's what I think. Even further. And that's the thing. You people got to keep the perspective on this. And then you got to look at it at USBC Nationals. How many people use urethane? I'm going to tell you, I was at Nationals. I don't remember seeing a urethane ball going down the lane. Not last year. Maybe the year before I did, but last year I did. Oh, man, you didn't bowl and it was 40 minutes away. Oh, so you down by Baton Rouge, huh? That's okay. Praise when you're ready, man. You can roll with us. Whether it's this year or next year in Vegas, whatever, man. We always ready. But I hope you guys understand what I'm saying, though. Because when it boils down to it, does it really make a difference? The only thing that they could possibly do by doing this is hurt people's pockets. That's it. And then and here's the argument they're going to make. Here's the argument they're going to make. You ready? They're going to say, okay, fine. We're only going to ban urethane at USBC Nationals. Now, what happens if you only have 3 balls and the third ball you bought was a urethane for USBC Nationals? So you still got to come out your pocket and buy a brand new ball that maybe you wasn't planning on buying. And again, are they going to cut you a check? No. Do you get compensated for anything? Nope. When you buy your bowling ball, by any chance, when you go to the pro shop or if you buy it on Bowler's Mart, when you buy it, does it come with a thing that says buy at your own risk, could be banned? I'll wait. I'll wait for you guys to put in the chat. I'm asking for a friend. When you buy a bowling ball for Bowler's Mart or your pro shop, does it say anywhere this ball could be banned and become no good for anything? Does it happen to say that? I'm just asking for a friend. Did you bowl in that other tournament at All Star Lanes when you were in that? Nope. No. We had fun and we didn't stay in Baton Rouge, crazy. We stayed in New Orleans. And then we just drove back and forth for nationals. I didn't want to bowl in the what you call it, the Bowler's Journal. I didn't want to do it. Bowling in the Bowler's Journal kind of hurts when you bowl at when you bowl in Vegas, so I just didn't do it. Okay, Larry, I'll send it to you tonight when I get off the live tonight or in the morning, one or the other. But I know you're like 2 hours behind me, so if I have to send it tomorrow morning, I'll make sure I send it at a good time. But it's looking like the last week of April, Larry. Trip to Africa, man, that's dope. I'm never going there though. It's too many things that can kill me in Africa. Nope, not doing it. And I got very bad luck too. Y'all know my luck. What happened to Coach? He got eaten by a dingo. Nope. No, thank you. If I'm gonna get eaten, it'll be by a good old American dog. Boy, I got bad luck. I'm telling you. He got eaten by a kangaroo. For real. I'm still waiting for y'all to give me some answers, man. I'm waiting. What's up? I told you I'm asking for a friend. I'm telling you. Crazy. I got bad luck, man. The dingo is just it just popped in my head. Like, what's the least likely thing you get eat by? A dingo or an aardvark? And just my luck? What happened to Coach? He got murdered by an aardvark. What? It's true. He got bad luck, I guess. He told us. He said he shouldn't go. He went anyway. Big dummy. You big dummy. You big dummy. It's true, man. Hell, if I had any luck, it'd be bad luck. So, I mean, I am going to Puerto Rico on all things, then getting on a cruise ship. That should be dangerous. After seeing a cruise ship that got hit by a big wave. I hope everybody else's luck is just better than mine so I can avoid that kind of situation. But, who knows? Who knows? Are you guys going to answer the question or not, man? When any of you guys buy a bowling ball, does it come with a warning that states this ball can be banned and you would lose all your money? Has anybody ever seen that warning on any bowling ball? Or has any pro shop ever gave you that, or Bowler's Mart ever gave you that? Has anybody ever seen that warning? This ball could be banned. You'll lose your money, non-refundable. Red, you just looked at Bowler's Mart. Do you see it? Do you see that warning there? Do you see that warning there? Okay. Too tall. That's a fair assessment. I'll give you that. What happens if they ban solids next? Where does it end? Where's the end? Where's the end at? The longest running bowling ball ever in history is urethane. Then reactive. What's next? I mean, who's to say in a year from now, they're like, well, hell, now there's a really big gap. So maybe we need to eliminate the reactives, and maybe that'll bring the bad and the good closer together. I mean, the hell with practice. The hell with getting better. It just got to be the bowling ball. Not the person throwing it, just the ball. You guys see what I'm saying? Practice? It's not like Allen Iverson. Practice? You talk about practice? So practice is unnecessary. It's only the equipment. So you know what? You don't even have to get better because it's the ball. I mean, do people just make this stuff up as you go? I'm serious. Right. That's what. Hey, Too Tall. That's how I was going to get you at some point, right? Like, seriously, the fact that I go to the bowling alley, right, and I spend 20 hours a week practicing, does that not account for anything? So the guy that goes to USBC Nationals, and we all know one where he doesn't practice, he doesn't bowl on a sports shot, and he goes and he bowls a 390 series, and he's pissed off, and he's like, them urethanes. Nobody even use urethane. And you know what the worst part about Nationals is? Check this out. This is the worst part about Nationals. Oh my God, it's the worst part. You don't even switch lanes. So however the lanes end is because how you made it end. You don't even switch lanes. You don't. Where you start, you finish. So if the lanes are mucked up at the end of the first game, you did it yourself. But yet they want to blame it on urethane. Well, my lanes at Nationals all messed up because of urethane. Who was doing urethane? Well, I was, and they were just messed up. They was. What, you was doing your? Yeah, I was, but the lane was just messed up. I don't know what the wrong with them lanes. It must be the urethane. You don't hear me being like, you know what? I could have averaged 800 if my lanes was better. Well, Clarence, wait a minute. Wasn't you and your team bowling on them? Yup. Well, how'd you do a single and double? Oh, them lanes was messed up too. So wait, there was only 4 people in your pair though. What happened? Yeah, there was, and 2 of them was left-handers. And my lanes was just garbage. Must have been your thing. Wait, did you or your partner use your thing? No. But somebody might have used it 2 days ago. But didn't they reorder lanes? It don't matter. They still your thing anyway. Come on, man. Stop it. See, that's how these people talk. Maybe they'll blame passing. They might. That might be the really next move right there. What's up, Steve in the house? No, hey, Craze, listen. Listen, I know a guy that averages 220, went to Nationals and shot a 390. But he averages 220 on a house shot. He never bowls on a sport. He never practiced on a sport, nothing. He went and bowled 390. And he blamed it urethane. And guess how many people on his pair use urethane? But I guess he needed an excuse to feel better about himself. I don't know. Motive and SPR are crying. Blues about Hammer has 95% urethane balls out. No, they're not. Steve, no, they're not. Steve, no, they're not. Hammer, Storm and Motive could care less. Steve, they could care less. I'm going into my garage. I think I have an older. That's funny. Steve, listen to me. I promise you this. Motive and Storm are not complaining about anything urethane. Nothing. Absolutely, positively, 100% nothing. If Storm wants to complain about anything, they better complain about EJ Tackett being the best bowler in the world, period. Because last time I checked, he's dominating. Purple Hammer's not dominating. The Black Hammer's not dominating. EJ Tackett is dominating. Matter of fact, isn't there another Motive guy? Yes, there is another Motive guy. What's his name? I can't even remember. There's another Motive guy that won a couple tournaments this year too. Motive is just winning. You can't blame this on SPI. You can't blame this on Motive. Matter of fact, let's keep it a buck here. Let's get real about this real quick. Motive's got the best bowling balls on planet Earth right now, period. Pound for pound, number one. Ain't nobody close. Storm ain't close. Brunswick Sevens ain't close. Nobody's close to Motive right now. Motive just does not miss. They don't. Motive doesn't miss. And you're hearing me say that. And y'all know that I'm not even the biggest Motive fan. But Motive, pound for pound, has the best equipment on planet Earth. Period. I know many people who really think they can go out there and bowl with the pros because they are good enough. Man, listen. You know what? My house got a lot of those too. Matter of fact, all these local houses do. They do. I'm the truth. Pros is easy. I could go out there and do that. I just don't got the time. All right. Come to the house bowling a sports shot. Why every time I say I can bowl like the pros, you want to bring up a sports shot? Because that's what they bowl on, you idiot. Put your money where your mouth is. I'll bet you. How much you want to bet? Let's bowl. Doesn't matter to me at all. I adjust to the lanes. I deal with it. Me too, Steve. Me too. But wait, what? What? Steve, you hurt my feelings, bro. The only good ball Roto Grip had this year was the Hyperdrive? What? Hold on. Wait. I must be missing something. I'm going to go check. I'm going to check for a friend, though. Because I must be Roto Grip? Roto Grip. I don't know, Steve. I think you're trying to sell me Pluto. That's what I think. I think you're trying to sell me Pluto, man. I do. I think you're trying to sell me Pluto or Uranus or something. I don't know. Okay, wait. I take that back. The Gremlin is probably the best pearl of the year. Let's keep it that way. The Gremlin is probably the best pearl of the year. I'm going to give you that. 164 price, that's good. The Ultimate Record 129, that ball, I like that too. The hustles ain't bad, but that's about it. That's where the buck stops. So you got your low value hustles, which ain't bad. And then you got your record, which ain't bad. But then you got the Gremlin. The Gremlin is just top of the line. So the best ball that Roto Grips had in 3 years, is the Gremlin. Yup, the Gremlin. Best ball they had in 3 years is the Gremlin. And the Ultimate Record 129, you can't beat it. Hyperdrive, is what it is. And I'll tell you a secret. These hustles this year wasn't better than the hustles last year. So I think Storm has had a bigger day than Roto Grip, the Storm, the main brand. The only problem is Storm main brand balls kind of expensive a little bit. Let's take a look at Storm. You know what? I got to do this ball thing for the balls so far this year. I guess I got to do that, huh? Yeah, that's what you're talking about. Storm the main balls, all of them are expensive. No, the Typhoon 139, that's big time. The IQ Tour AI, that's big time. That was this year. The Equinox, that's expensive, but I guess it's supposed to be good. I didn't want it. So yeah, I guess I can't even argue with that. Ultimate Record. Roto Grip's the bomb, coach. Right. Might need a bomb. Matter of fact, if they put the bomb on one of those bowling balls and it actually was good, we might have a thing if the price is right. I agree with you. No, Roto Grips are Rocky Lake. That's a plus. I mean, I'm not a hater of Roto Grip. I'm just not sold. I like Roto Grip better than 900 Global. You just can't even give me a 900 Global ball. I just can't. Earlier, you mentioned burning a line with a solid on a sports shot. will that create more mist room than a urethane? I never thought. If you do it the right way, absolutely. So here's the thing: depending on what sports shot you're on, there's a high percentage that there's an out of bounds outside, right? So if you can play and burn a line right either at your out of bounds or right before it, like 5, 6, 7, and you burn the line, what happens is you'll create a bounce spot. So when you got to shape it, it'll bounce right off that dry because it'll catch and read there, and it'll boomerang off, creating yourself a bounce spot. And that is how you can score. Absolutely, 100%. And can you do that with a solid better than a year thing? Yeah, but I'm not necessarily saying, Ollie, that you need 180. I'm saying that you need something that a ball. I take a ball like one between 180 and 320, and it's a throwaway ball. It's a ball that I'm not planning on using anyway, and I use that to create a bounce spot. Going to Kenya. No one tells you to buy your own risk because they're looking to sell other products. Yeah, no, that's the. But here's the thing, though: if they're going to ban it, they should tell people that there's a risk factor. Because right now, they're not doing that, and that's not fair. That's all I'm trying to say is it's not fair. And then wait, and then here's the thing though. So what is USBC going to do except Storm and Hammer and Brunswick and all them to refund you or trade you out for something? Why should they have to do it when the balls are not out of spec? The 78 hardness, the Black Hammer, those balls are not illegal. So you want to ban them because you think that somebody that with a 100 rev rate shouldn't have to practice and they should be able to keep up with somebody who practices 20 hours a week with a 500 rev rate? That's stupid. That's idiotic. So, no, I'm not trying to hear that. Use as an anchor. That's funny. I would, that thing would be in Rock River if I had it, Steve. You know me. That's exactly where the crusher belongs, in the bottom of the river. You know what? Too tall. I'm agreeing with you. Motive balls cost, but they cost because they're that damn good. Let's just keep it a buck. Motive balls cost as much as Storm and Brunswick's top balls, but they're better. Hey, what? Who's that girl that make? Was it, is it Nicki Minaj or is it that other little nasty girl? Better? So just better, bro. They're just better. Onyx Jackal. There is no ball in Brunswick or Storm's system that can piss in that ball's backyard. There is none. The only ball that could, they don't even make anymore, and that's the goddamn gym by Storm, which they don't manufacture anymore. Motive balls may cost $14 more than Storms, but they're better. And I'm not just saying that because of EJ throwing it. There's just I'm starting to notice this trend. They're better. Hey, you know what? You can pay for mediocre, or you can pay for what you value. We all men, so I'm gonna give you a scenario and answer this in the chat. If you was gonna buy a hooker, would you buy a hooker that look like Cindy Crawford or a hooker that look like Roseanne Barr? Roseanne Barr is Storm, Cindy Crawford is Motive. Which one you buying? Which one you spending your money on? Food for thought. And I'm just asking for a friend. Coach, you think this your thing is crazy? What do you think if they say you cannot change your? I think that I'm not bowling in that tournament. That's what I think. Now Avalon pads are bad too. Rock River, that's it, man. Rock River ain't no lake. It's the river, bruh. Even the mid levels. I never heard of a bad thing about the Primal Rage evolution, but at 200, should I get that over the high road 40 or 160? Too tall. Again, Roseanne Barr or Cindy Crawford. It's your choice. Listen, too tall. Ask your wife. Say, baby, listen. If you had to buy a hooker, Roseanne Barr was Storm, Cindy Crawford was Motive. Which one would you buy? I guarantee you, she don't say buy Roseanne Barr. Now she says you said if you want somebody to cook you some food, then you might pick Roseanne Barr. But you not. Come on, man, stop it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, bro. Come on, man. You do get what you pay for. Every single bit of it. Hey, I know dudes that's been throwing the same motor balls every day for like 3 years. No balls, magical steel. Just whack. Yes. If I was you, Too Tall, would I order the Ion Jet? Wait, if you're looking for strong ASIM, absolutely, I would get the Jackal Onyx over the Ion Max. Not even close. Not even close. It's crazy. It just made me sick. Listen, but it was just a hypothetical. I was asking for a friend, crazy, my bad. I was asking for a friend. It was a hypothetical, man. Don't hate like that. Listen, my wife would probably throw up in her mouth thinking about buying Roseanne Barr or anything. Steve, that's a buck. But no, I'm just saying though, listen to me though. That's how you got to ask yourself those questions. Yes, Steve, you are 100% correct. The track Paragon Shadow is a strong ASIM, but it is not even in the same ballpark as the Jackal Onyx. Nope. Sorry, sir. Sorry, no sorry. It's not there, man. And you know I'm a fan of track. That's one of the only lines of Brunswick I like, but nope, it's not there, cuz. It's not there. It's not there, man. Not to mention it's a hybrid cover and it's not as strong as the Jackal Onyx. It's like 2 steps down. But I mean, if you listen to Charles, he's gonna be like, that shit just hit different. Charles be like, that just hit different. But nope. Listen, man, y'all need to understand something. Having a value bowling ball bag is really important. And you know me, man. I tell you guys, like, look, value this. If this is the price, good. You know, I tell y'all like all the time, like, but here's the reality. Some things you just can't go cheap with. You just can't. Some things you just cannot go cheap with. Like if you need a big time, big engine ASIM, why would you go with the Paragon? That's a hybrid, 2 part solid, 1 part pearl. If you can go with the daddy of them all, I mean, for real, for real. That's like saying you wanted to listen to the best rap artist in the world's ever seen. On this hand, you got Tupac. On this side, you got Drake. It don't work. I mean, one crying and the other one. Listen, hold on, wait a minute. Too tall. Check this out, right? This is what I'm going to tell you. Sometimes brands matter. Sometimes, um, but sometimes you really pay for what you. If you want the best, sometimes you got to pay for it. Too tall. That's just a matter of record. It's fact. And with motive, you are paying for what you get. The Jackal Onyx is just an amazing ball, and it's amazingly strong. It really is. It reads the lane. Seems like at the perfect time all the time. It's insane, really. You have the Jackal Onyx, the EJ ball, the Max Trail Hybrid. SPI ball is the wrecker. I say once the lane breaks down, the Max Trail gets out the bag. Okay, ain't nothing wrong with that. Is that you got the EJ ball or the new EJ or the other one? I mean, you gotta pay for what you get. Keep what you feel. You got the Evo too. Only has 5Z on it. Trying to figure it out. So you kind of a motive guy, Steve. I like that. For sure, too tall. From personal experience, Primer Rage is in play and does do the right thing on a lot of patterns. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, the new EJ. That's good. That's good. That's good. I think I still got to get that ball, man. I haven't done it yet. I've been hesitant because I don't know if I can see it because it's all white. But I guess if I put some red grips and slugs in it, it'd be all right. So check this out. I'm gonna try to clear this up, and Graham's gonna like this. Steve's gonna like this. When it comes to buying in big engine solids, big engine ASIM, I don't go cheap on those because I need it to do what I want it to do. So I'm very careful. I ball the balls, but I'm careful in picking what I put in my bag. When it comes to hybrids, I'm kind of picky on those too. The ASIM ones. But I'm willing to pay for those big time too. Symmetrical solids, I'll pay for those too. After the top of my bag, everything else I can go low budget, whatever, because I know what I'm looking for as far as shape goes. And that's the big difference. So that's the thing. Yeah, I do need to see it spin crazy. I ain't gonna lie to nobody, man. I can see when the course starts to tumble. That's important for me. No, I'm not brand law. I mean, I have radical straight to torpedo. Okay, ain't nothing wrong with that. But that's the reality, though, and I'm just gonna keep it a buck with y'all, man. Yeah, there's some things that I just don't skip out on. I haven't found a low budget asymmetrical solid that's big engine that gets the job done. I haven't found it yet. So if y'all find one, y'all let me know. Are you asking me what I got in my bag right now? Is that for me, Oliver, or is that for somebody else? Yeah, we had that discussion a while back. We still agree. Oliver, if you asking me, in my bag right now, my big engine ASIM is the Ion Max. And my big engine, but see, mine is different though. My bag is structured different. I have the top of my very top of my bag is the Magic Gem because the Magic Gem is stronger than it's when I say stronger it means it's earlier. It's earlier than the Ion Max. So it's the Magic Gem, then the Ion Max. And also the Ion Max has very little asymmetry. And not only does it have asymmetry, believe it or not, the Magic Gem is also more right to left. So I actually use the asymmetrical Magic Gem as my big engine ASIM, and then I use the Ion Max actually as my I use my as my symmetrical because there's very little asymmetry. And then underneath that, what do I have after that? Oh, my Arctic Vibe. I have the Wrecker, and then I have, of course, my Max Trail Pearl, my IQ Ruby, my IQ AI as my other hybrid, and then above them I got that my Superman ball. But there's a little secret I gotta tell y'all. I'm about to order my full motive bag as we speak. I just haven't done it yet because I'm a little lazy. But yes, I'm gonna order the full motive bag. Shh, it's G16 classified. I'm gonna order the full motive bag. That's what I'm doing. Yes, sir. Hey, coach, what benchmark ball should I get to go between my? Oh man, that's a tough one, dude. Everybody says the P2, but I don't like the P2. I'm an exponent guy. That's why I got 3 of them. However, I don't really have a benchmark ball. Maybe that's my problem. The Venom Shock is always good. The Black Venom is good too. The Primal Shock is good too. What up, Check? What up, cuz? What up, gangsta? Yeah, you got options, bro. You know what a benchmark is, right? It's a ball that you can throw basically in any condition. So you gotta figure out what that is. Yeah, and it's gotta have that benchmark shape. So again, Venom Shock, Primal Shock, um, Black Venom, P2. Ooh, what else? The Incredible Hulk ball that had a benchmark shape to it. The Track Cipher, the first one, not the Pearl, that had a benchmark shape to it. What else? The Hazmat. That the Hazmat and that Cipher, they're almost like the same ball. That also had a benchmark shape to it. So you got some options. I don't know if you're gonna be able to find a Track Cipher and a Hazmat in the solids anymore, but boy, they were good. Mine cracked it and they sent me some bush and I got rid of it. So, but look, I'm about to jump off here. I got some stuff I gotta do before so I can get my stuff ready for work tomorrow. You guys know it's a pleasure. I'm probably gonna jump back on Wednesday if you guys want to chat. I'm gonna jump on Wednesday. That's if y'all feeling froggy and y'all want to jump a little bit, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna go full motive bag. I'm talking 6 to 8 motive balls. I'm going all motive. Just tournament bag though. Just tournament bag. But I'm not going on staff or nothing. But I am going to be, you know, I'm gonna start doing more motive ball. I'm gonna start doing reviews on every single motive ball that drops. I'm gonna start doing reviews on because I want to see if motive ever misses. Because to me, they just haven't. It's funny, guys. My parting words. Remember them greatly. I want to be like Mike. Well, some of y'all want to be like EJ. Motive definitely not missing right now. See, tell them, Graham, because they don't miss. They don't. And that's the cool thing. So, guys, make sure you go to badbadbowler101.com when I tell you to, because y'all going to be impressed when y'all going to be impressed. I'll be like, Coach, y'all really did it big. Just give us a couple days, everything ironed out. Y'all going to be like, Coach, you did it big. 101.com, we're about to blow this thing up. Y'all going to have to recommend to everybody because we got the perfect fits, the shoes. We have the training rigs. We're going to have the perfect fit fidgets. We'll have the keychains. We'll have the merch. Everything just ready to drop. So make sure y'all get ready to tell everybody because we're about to do it. And Craig's motivated at the top of their game. Motive's just at the top of the game. Follow the bouncing ball. Motive is at the top of the game. Lethal Venom. I don't know if it's got a benchmark shape, but it's a hell of a ball. That's why it's still upstairs. Ooh, that's another ball that I got in my bag that I throw underneath the Ion Max and stuff like that. It's a hell of a ball, but I'm not so sure about the benchmark shape though. But it's great though. But anyway, I'm out. If you guys need me, make sure you hit me up on Discord. Too Tall and Oliver, I will be sending you guys some information in regards to nationals. So make sure you check it out. Yeah, no, Lethal Venom. I said it wasn't a miss. But Graham, does it have a benchmark shape though? See, that's the thing. He asked for a benchmark. I'm not so sure it has a benchmark shape. I'm just not sure about that. But I'm gonna send y'all that stuff. Everybody have a good night. Everybody be safe. Larry, don't get eaten by an antelope. Yep, look, Larry, look at that. Hammer Hazmat has a benchmark shape, and it's on Bowler's Mart for $79. You can't beat that price. $79. Going once, going twice, sold to Larry for a benchmark ball. The Hammer Hazmat, $79. You can't lose. And if you find something better, you better talk to Red about it. No, I'm just kidding. You can holler at your boy. I got you back. All right, later, guys.